Oh man. Oh, hats off. Hats off. I gotta tip my hat. I gotta tip my hat to this one. Like, okay. So Hasbro, I gotta say, is this gonna be a new thing now where y'all kind of false advertise your products? Because, like, okay, with the remember the VHS box Mystique from X-Men, that Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and how the render and even the pictures on the box had her with double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, you know, all these different cuts in her and everything for articulation. Basically, she was going to be on that Shriek body. Remember that? And the product you got in the box, when the box showed up, was completely different than both the render and the actual physical picture of the figure on the box. And I feel like they did that with this Kraven the Hunter. Now, understand, I was ready to buy this when I saw it. I was like, yeah, his face looks like, you know, he's about to unleash the most violent diarrhea I've ever seen. Like, the most just vile, nasty stomach flu. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's about to just rip your toilet up. Like, he looks like the dude that when you're having a little mini house party or whatever, he goes to town on your shit. Like, he's lactose intolerant at a football party, and he just decides to dive in on the cheese products. Have an extra scoop of ice cream or some shit like that. Or he drinks a little bit too much of the IPA and he gets those beer guts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the face he looks like. He's like, that man looks like he's about to attack a toilet, like, for real. but I was like, you know what? I love me some Kraven. Kraven's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. Honestly, one of my favorite villains of all time. Like, he's amazing the way he's kind of like the I think it was probably like the second or third incarnation of Bane, where Bane was like this ultra brilliant tactician, you know, the Nightfall Bane, basically, where Bane plotted against Batman and would just, you know, watch them and then broke him down and then broke his back. I feel like Kraven's of that ilk, where Kraven studies his prey and then plants the seeds to catch his prey. And, you know, he's come so close to getting Spider-Man on so many different occasions. And I love this character. I do. But there's just so much wrong with what they advertise versus what we're getting. Not to mention, it's a Walmart exclusive. So most people, myself included, are never going to see this figure. Like, never. I have that Spider-Man the Animated Series figure, the Walmart exclusive, and the only reason is I think it got dropped off by accident, because it was literally the only one in the store. I was like, yo, I've seen pictures like stores that have like 4 or 5 of these things, like sitting on a peg or sitting in an end cap. And this one was literally laying face down next to a Black Panther figure. And I just happened to lift it up and look, and I was like, oh, well, look at that. I'm going to grab this. And I went and got it. I bought it. But, like, this one, yeah, I mean, granted, the pins are absurd. This is obviously like overdone reuse. Like, this is this looks like, and it looks, you know what's so funny? I was looking at it a little bit closer. I was looking at the limbs. Even the plastic in the actual pictures, the actual product pictures of what you're actually going to be getting, they look gummy. Am I the only one that notices that they look very gummy even in the pictures? Like he looks like his legs are about to break out from under him and like he's gonna twist his plastic ankle or some shit like that. Like he just looks gummy and weird already. Am I the only one that notice that sees that? If you haven't seen it, look at that picture again and tell me in the comments. Am I a little crazy about this? But he looks like cheap plastic. And if I was to end up ever seeing this figure, number one, number two, wanting to purchase it, and number three, ever wanting to display it, it's going to stay inside the retro card. Like, I don't think that thing will ever escape the retro card unless it's like on some Toy Story shit where it comes alive and escapes by itself. Other than that, it would never come out. But it looks so bad. Like the limbs, those pins look cheap and cheesy. Like the coloring just feels off. I want to like this. I really do. But I don't. Like, maybe if I see it in person, I might change my mind. But as of right now, I don't like this. And I think it's grimy. I think Hasbro is just grimy because I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, they showed this. It didn't have the pins in it, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's why I remember being so hyped about it. I was like, okay, this could be kind of cool. Maybe my memory's not serving me correctly. Correct me and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I felt like this was pinless. I thought this was a pinless figure. But I mean, long and short, it doesn't look good. I feel like they're missing something in the aesthetic that's just a little off. I honestly, I think the main thing they're missing is an alternate head sculpt. I feel like that's the most important thing this offering needs, is an alternate head sculpt. Like, he needs a stoic face and then the wild, like, angry yelling face. I think those two would counter very well and give this figure a little more depth. I don't know. I just feel like this is, once again, Hasbro with the false advertising BS, and it's starting to it just kind of pisses me off because this is one of my favorite villains, and I don't. They did it again. Every time I think I'm like, oh, okay, I might dip my toe in Marvel Legends again and see what's really good. And then they show stuff like this, and I'm just like, meh, I'll pass. I'm good. If I want pins, honestly, I go to McFarlane, because at least then I know I'm going to get pins, fine, but I'm going to get at least some solid sculpting. It might be a little bit of reuse, but I'm going to get something different than a lot of the other figures on my shelf. This is blatant reuse, and it's like over. I don't know, man. I'm so over some of this shit. This is what you get with Marvel Legends, I guess. Every time they try to win, they decide, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and pull defeat from the jaws of victory. Just straight up bums, man. Man. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Am I way off and looking? Am I looking too much into this? Am I just kind of overreacting, exaggerating a bit? Am I kind of on point? Are you kind of feeling where I'm coming from with this? Or are you just like, I don't care, I don't collect this crap anyway? I don't know, or whatever. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, and make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out the community tab. I post all the pre-orders as they come up. I post all the deals that I find on Figs, and I post any restocks that I come across and try to get them out to the community. And also make sure you check out my Amazon affiliate link in the description. All you have to do is click on the link and go on Amazon and buy away, and Amazon will pay me a small commission for everything you buy. And it's a great way to support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. But yeah, with that, be safe, be good, and this is the Drunken Prime, cracking open another beer and signing off.